Sir, 33 attendees are there. I think we should start, sir, now.
39 are there. 40. No, you can start now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we start, sir?
Yeah, start it.
Yeah. Good. Honorable members and good evening, friends. At the outset, I am very much thankful to organizers for inviting me to this prestigious update on COVID-19 vaccines. I, along with our co-chairperson, Dr. Surendranath, I welcome you all along with Professor Major K. Nagaraju, who is the speaker. Friends, as you know, the good news is coming from all over the world. And we will have the COVID-19 vaccines in the month of January in India also. And now in the UK, they have they are going to start the COVID-19 vaccine. There are almost, if you know, 48 vaccines were on trial. And out of them, 4 vaccines is already ready for public and which will come in the near future, means within 15 days to 20 days in the market. Friends, if you choose the vaccine, you have to choose wisely. How do you choose the vaccine? Sir is going to tell everything about this vaccine, what are the recent updates. But remember that you have to find out 2-3 things, what is the availability of vaccine, what is the efficacy of vaccine, and what is the effectiveness of vaccine, whether storage is proper or not, and how you distribute this vaccine. So these are the few things which is required for choosing the vaccine. And for this talk, very important talk, where we are having a popular teacher of the India, and I think it's a word also, and renowned allergist of India and as well as Asia, Professor K. Nagaraju, sir. Professor K. Nagaraju is presently heading the Department of Allergy and Immunology in Savita Medical College, as well as he is a senior consultant in allergy and immunology at Apollo Hospital, Chennai, and he is a senior consultant in VN Allergy Center, Chennai. Sir is a very popular teacher. As you know, he is also running a fellowship course in allergy and immunology at Savita Medical College, Chennai. Along with this course, he has started so many certificate courses and so many online courses also in allergy and immunology. Friends, recently, I want to congratulate him that he has won the election of Central IAP as National Vice President-elect, and he will be National Vice President in year 2021, and he won by a huge margin, almost got more than 14,000 votes. He was also the past chairperson of Allergy and Immunology chapter of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and he is associated with so many organizations and so many chapters and so many organizations. Friends, I'm very much, I feel happy and I'm blessed that he's my teacher also, and I did my fellowship course under the guidance of Professor K. Nagaraju, sir. Now I'll invite Professor K. Nagaraju, sir, to start his talk, but before that, I will say Dr. Surendranath to say a few words before sir starts the talk. Professor Dr. Surendranath, sir.
Mute. You have to remove.
Dr. Surendranath, sir, you are muted.
Unmute.
Yes, unmute yourself.
Good evening, sirs. Good evening, Nagaraj sir, Ashok Rai sir, and the organizers and whoever is participating in this webinar, which is the most important webinar. We have been hearing about the COVID since last 1 year, and people are very enthusiastic about taking vaccine in the future. In fact, this is one of its kind of vaccine which is going to be released with a very short period of clinical trials. In fact, in an emergency basis, the vaccine is going to be released. Normally, any vaccine To get it into the market, it takes about 5 to 10 years of time during the clinical trials. This is the first ever vaccine which is going to be released within 2 years, maybe 1.5 years after the invention of the virus. So as far as the production of vaccine is concerned, we all know that it is the antigen which is most important, which can produce the antibodies in the person who has received the vaccine, and they should be protecting the individual for not getting the disease, or sometimes the severity of the disease can be reduced by giving these vaccines. So there have been almost 200 vaccine candidates by the WHO, which have been under the clinical trials. At present, 50 vaccines are almost crossed the phase 2 trials, and roughly about 4 to 10 vaccines are in phase 3 trials now, and some of the vaccines almost ready to be released. So who has to get these vaccines? Priority should be given to those people, and all over India, almost all the people may require these vaccines. Priority may be given to the elderly people, healthcare workers. All these things can be discussed in today's discussion. And we have the eminent allergy and clinical immunologist, Dr. Major Nagaraj, sir. Sir, I request you to deliver talk on vaccines today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Surendranath. I'm very thankful to you for giving this opportunity to us to talk on the very important topic, that is COVID-19 vaccines. And you know that I think all of you know that COVID-19 is a very difficult one, and really it has created a lot of problems for all of us in this era. And everybody is very much worried about this COVID-19. So I'm going to talk on how to these vaccines in brief about COVID-19 vaccine and vaccine development, vaccines in abroad. COVID-19 I'm going to talk first, and vaccines abroad, and vaccines India, Chinese vaccines, vaccine procurement, storage, and distribution strategies in USA, UK, and India, commonly asked questions and summary. Introduction. You know that after this COVID-19 pandemic started in Wuhan, and it is globally entered and created a lot of havoc all over the place, and person-to-person transmission leading to pandemic after Spanish flu. 231 type of COVID-19 vaccines under development by WHO mentioned, out of which 29 only entered human clinical trials. You know that the importance of this vaccine is very, very important, because we have to arrest this pandemic. 11 candidates already in the last phase of phase 3 trials, and almost some of them applied for the emergency approval. WHO, what they did is that in collaboration with the scientists, business people, and global health organization, they formed one is called ACT Accelerator, that is access to COVID-19 tools. That it look after the what is your status, which country needs, what are the things, how much is their storage capacity, how much vaccines are there with us, and then how to distribute all these things will happen. Another one started by SAME, by WHO and Gavi and CEPI together, is called as COVAX. This will facilitate so that these poor countries won't get any vaccine at all. All rich countries will buy, so that poor countries won't get. That's why this equal distribution to all the countries to get, 180 countries to get. That's why WHO has made this COVAX. COVAX is going to look after all these things: vaccine distribution, equal access to all people. At least 20% of population must get this vaccine from the COVAX. And you know that everybody working in war food to protect mankind. That is one thing. And challenge is not only develop the vaccine. It is easy to develop. Everybody manufacture, they're working, everybody talks, but it is equally difficult and equally important to distribution also. A lot of money involved by US 5 billion already told. Additionally, 4 billion is needed. And for this year and next year, they plan for 23.9 billion at all. You know why I put this graph? For the sake of vaccine, you know, these people won't require at all. They don't have any much disease, because H2 inhibitors not much developed in children. That's why they got little disease. But you see the mortality wise and morbidity wise admissions, you see in this age group is more common in this age group. where deaths also there more in this group. So I think this will be helpful when you are talking about a vaccine distribution. Something like that, SARS-CoV-19 vaccine structure. Why you want to know the structure? Because when you're talking about some words I'm using, that is called spike protein, RBD, I use these words, receptor binding domain, no, this RBD called as. And RNA vaccine, I will use nucleotide capsid protein, all these things, encapsid protein, lipid membrane, all these things may use. That's why you have to know this thing. Recently, all of you know, most recently, there is a mutation happened that really helped us to develop more vaccine easily. That is 614G mutation has happened in the S protein, but severity is not altered, but it increases the infectiousness. That's why we see more and more cases, but severity is very less. And vaccine strategy, what is happening? A lot of vaccines are there, so many inactivated, like all pediatricians might know, and some of the people who know that protein subunit, peptide, vector, all this RNA, all these things will know. What is the thing you want to do? What is the thing? We need neutralizing antibodies. We need T-cell responses. We want T-cell immunity. We want antibodies to neutralize the virus. And whenever next time happens, response must be there. Long protecting immunity if you need still responses. And we need protection also. That's why vaccines, so many vaccines, several types has come. Some of the things never heard previously. A lot of work is going on in that. These are the different types of vaccine is there. How it has happened, mRNA genome entered through liposomes or adenovirus 1 and human cells and synthesize the protein. That is the main thing, produce T-cell immunity, antibody immunity. These two things are very, very important for you to protection, for long-term protection. That is one thing we are looking after that. You know, in fact, the vaccine protection is much more longer than the real infection. Normally what happens whenever infection occurs, it prolongs, lifelong may be there, or sometimes maybe long lasting. But here is the reverse is happening. That's what I think. You know, Dr. Surendranath already told that it takes a long time to manufacture any classical vaccines. Preclinical, say phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But in COVID-19 vaccine, because of pandemic, this is all made it into very fast way. And that's why a lot of doubts has created in the minds of the people. And we have to change that mindset all, you have to need it. I think this is a way pandemic helped us in future also to bring more and more vaccine faster way. And what is the ideal vaccine for COVID-19? Most important, you know that it has to protect more than 70%. That is ideal. What WHO recommends, more than 50 is sufficient, but if more than 70, definitely high protection levels. Extended immunity, at least minimum 3 years has to be there, guaranteed to call it as that. And easy to distribute, long shelf life, thermostable at room temperature. This is very important for India, especially our country. We cannot able to forego that thing. And remote corners of villages where their vaccines cannot go, even though UPI, we have got very strong in UPI, one of the good systems in the world to have got a UPI. And it has to be convenient, single dose, of course, is not possible. Preferably oral vaccine is going to come shortly. I want to tell about few vaccines which is available in the market, how beneficial it is. These are the vaccines in phase 3 trials I'm going to show you, because it's already come to the market, some of the things going to come to the market shortly. That is this one, mRNA vaccine 3. This is a lot of vaccine. It is easy to manufacture, very fast. You can able to produce like any number of things because of lipid nanoparticles, viral proteins. The RBD, I told you, of S protein is involved in that. Whereas Pfizer is the first one already got approval in UK, and also BHARAT, it has got more approval. And all of them are IM, in intramuscular. The cost also we are going to talk later. All of them are either 3 weeks interval, 2 doses, or 4 weeks interval. All are stage 3 except this Chinese vaccine with mRNA, not ready at all. Most of them are about 95%. About 90% is their efficacy. The problem with the mRNA is storage, that you have to keep in -20 degrees is very, very difficult for our country. Coming to the vector vaccines, non-replicate vector, that is Astra and Oxford vaccine, AstraZeneca with the Oxford University. I'm going to talk later. They use chimpanzee adenovirus, whereas Russian vaccine, also same thing, they use two vectors, that is adenovirus 5 and 26. And these vaccines all are very cheap to us, and our vaccines are much, much cheaper. I'm going to talk to you later. And these two vaccines are 2 to 8 degrees centigrade only. Coming to these vaccines are Johnson & Johnson. In abroad, it is in phase 3, but not in India. Not fully details available at present, same as like vector vaccine only. But we have a DNA vaccine which is in phase 2 trials, that Innovia. Even India is going to come out with the DNA vaccine also. This is a viral replicating vaccine, is nasal vaccine. First one, nasal vaccine, single dose is a very one of the thing in phase 2 trials in abroad. And there is intranasal and oral, both are trying by this viral particle mimic type of things, envelope protein they are using, and they are in phase 1 trials. And they are using vector adjuvant platform vaccine. One of the things is adenovirus vaccine, oral vaccine they are trying. They are all far, far for us to come, reach us. Whereas if you think about Chinese vaccine, there are 4 Chinese vaccines are there here. They are long back has come. Already this CANSINO already given in phase 2 itself, they given to the Chinese military people and all has come. They don't have any efficacy ratio claiming to be, but they say that we are given, nobody has developed in our country. That's why it is most probably 100% only, they say. The key advantage that there you can store at 2 to 8 degrees, all Chinese vaccine. They are all inactivated except CANSINO. It is viral replicated vaccine. It is a recombinant one. That is a wonderful thing. Is a very important thing. We have to see that thing. And other thing, Wuhan virus vaccine is a SINOPHARM was there also. This is Novavax, wonderful vaccine. I think it is going to be in phase 3 trials in that thing in abroad, but not in India. Also tied up by Serum Institute in India. Protein subunit vaccine. These are subunit vaccines are better, and they are within 3 weeks. 2 doses you can able to do in that thing. There are other vaccines, Korean and Australian, not much literature available with that. Coming to the timeline, what is given by WHO for these all vaccines, CANSINO, they are given in end of this thing. It is not fully available because of, I'm going to tell you later. And these are the 3 vaccines are available already, though they're supposed to get in the first quarter of the 2021. These are all the things, it takes a long time, late quarter only you have to happen. Coming to this mRNA vaccine, it is a protein-based RBD. I told you already. There are mRNA. There are 3 types are there. Uridine-containing mRNA, nucleotide. This is the one a lot of people are using now, and some people are using siRNA, that is self-amplifying RNA. For some of the things you might have seen in the previous slides only. They are highly immunogenic. Definitely delivery system like lipid nanoparticles. That's why I don't want to tell about this thing. Is this thing the candidate vaccine is this is the strain they use it. A they tried, B they tried, B1 they tried. Now this is one good efficacy is there. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 they came out this thing only, this lead candidate vaccine. And this is done with the collaboration BioNTech. PFIZER, they did it, and I already told you, first mRNA vaccine approved by human use. Previously also a lot of mRNA vaccine was in the trial for the influenza and also for the erythropoietin manufacture and also for the malaria vaccine. All these things were going on, but because of pandemic, this has got advantage and come into the market very fast. And I already told you all these things, and these are already they are planning to go into the US state. Once they get approval from FDA, they are waiting for that. And they applied in India also, this PFIZER. Today is the review. What happened, we don't know about that with the government of India. And You know that they found out that it's very safe vaccine, they found out, and efficacy is about 95% for others, whereas adults over 65% is 94%. This thing is a good vaccine, there is no doubt, but a lot of people has got other worries that we are going to talk later. Mild fatigue attack in the phase 3 trial, they found out. The problem with this vaccine is cold infrastructure. That is the biggest problem, what is, and logistically, how it is important is that thing. So you have to keep this 1970 degrees centigrade. How can you keep it? India, we don't have anything. I don't know how they applied also, we don't know. And these are the only people did for 85 years also. A lot of clinical trials, 150 clinical trials they tried, and they did very, very important. They found out a GPS enabled thermal sensor is there with that. If it is come down, we'll get a sensor with that. Immediately you can put some ice or something storage, you can able to try ice, we can able to improve it. That is their idea of that. But other than that, this is only drawback, otherwise this is a very good vaccine. Coming to this thing, and UK already approved this vaccine, all of you know that, and BHARAT also approved. UK already ordered 40 million doses, and already UK, Nadeem Jawahi is the minister, is already looking after this vaccine for rollout into the December first week they told, but it's postponed now. December definitely is going to come to the market, going to come. In late December in USA is going to come, especially they're planning that I'm going to talk to you in high-risk population. Cost is $19.5 in USA. I don't know about India, how much it comes. Peru, which is a poor country, ordered for 23 million. How they will do with this -70, no idea at all. And this is the one, same technology. But here is not, PFIZER is not there, Fosun Pharma and Chinese people, they are doing a lot of studies in that thing. Phase 2 trials is going on. Coming to MODERNA vaccine, a lot of talk is talked in USA about this MODERNA vaccine. That is one developed by MODERNA Therapeutics, is that the CANDIDA vaccine is that thing, is the lead vaccine is mRNA 123 vaccine, it is there. They did 25 microgram, 100 microgram, undergram, they use it, and they find very good results, and they're going to expect that end of the December they got approval, they are expecting. They get 94.1% of this thing, even they used in more than 71% of the 71 years of age. It is also as good as $15 only. Already government of USA has given so much $1 billion to develop this MODERNA vaccine. In that same thing what is happening in mRNA vaccine of that PFIZER, same thing happened. But the advantage of this vaccine is -20 only. Their -70 is there. How they have figured out, that is the thing a lot of people may not know about, that their own technology, they are not revealing it, and nowhere in the public domain it is there in this thing. India, this MODERNA approached Indian immunologicals of Hyderabad to manufacture this vaccine in India. I think it may be boon for us, mRNA vaccine in India. I think this is a very important thing you have to know, that -20 degrees for 6 months, whereas 30 days you can stay between 2 to 8 in their own refrigerator. How they figured out, as per them, this thing is concerned, they are telling how they figured out for the droplets, longer warm temperature still remain to be answered. When you take out from that, you can keep in room temperature for 12 hours as they claim to be. I think MODERNA vaccine may be useful in Indian circumstances, and has got a very good Th1 cell type of response, and T cell response and neutralizing antibodies as produced. This is the only vaccine has got a pediatric trial started in USA in Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and it is going on in the trial, phase 3 trials is going on. And approached Indian government for the manufacturing in India through immunological, I told you, Hyderabad. I think they may get it. I think it looked like that. Oxford vaccine, this is a very talk of the town. So many, especially in India, this vaccine is manufactured by Serum Institute of India. That's why this vaccine is a vector vaccine. Adenovirus used. I told you chimpanzee virus they used. Chimpanzee adenovirus they used. The problem with these two things is that they revealed it very nicely. I think that's why you must appreciate them, that they used some mistakenly or forgotten, whatever may be there. They in UK trial, they used half the dose as the first dose, and second dose they used after 28 days, they used full dose. they found out 90% protection. Whereas they used 2 full doses, they found 62%. That's why a lot of people are asking how it possible. Why? What happened actually? Now that Oxford vaccine and AstraZeneca is interested to do one more trial globally and planning to. Even then, when they combine together, efficacy is more than 70%. That's good enough for any WHO has given. That thing is definitely, this vaccine is very good. It can be stored in 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. And good immunogenicity will be there. And there is a fatigue and headache only in all the trials, what you found out in the things. And I already told about this thing, this vaccine. And the sample size is less, Pfizer, Moderna, less than compared to Moderna and Pfizer. These trials, very less population they take, and that's why the thing, what is the thing, people has got more towards Moderna by the rich countries. They are thinking about things. There is this vaccine is called a Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is phase 3 trials, and they are going to for FDA shortly, as per the latest news. This is genetically modified. This is the one thing is different from that whatever chimpanzee and human adenoviruses. This is genetically modified, behaves like coronavirus, and they introduced. They'll get it very well. They are going for recruit 30,000 people in phase 3 trials is going on, and they're going these 2 doses also here also, and they are asked for. They have got a tie-up with biological E in Hyderabad company to develop vaccine in India, and this vaccine may be available in India mid-2021. What are the vaccines available in India? We talked about abroad. We are not worried. We want to know about the vaccines. What is available in India is that the vaccine. BHARAT BIOTECH is one of the very, very important. Serum Institute COVAXIN is the very. BHARAT BIOTECH is the indigenous taken by National Institute of Virology with the help of ICMR, and it is inactivated beta propionate, and the adjuvant used is aluminum hydroxide as a adjuvant, and IM only, and they are claiming they're going to give it for less than 100 rupees, which is a very boon for India at all. And the 2 doses because inactivated vaccine, and 2 to 8 degrees, and efficacy they claims to be more around 60%. Whereas Serum Institute CoVShield is the one thing, same like what I told you, is that non-replicative vaccine, chimpanzee, all these things. They are going to give to the government 250 per dose, whereas private fraction they want to give 1,000 rupees per thing, and their dose is also same as like that thing, and efficacy not revealed up to now. Maybe you compare with whatever their AstraZeneca vaccine, maybe around 62 to 70% maybe there here also. Reddy's laboratory SPUTINIK is going to, I'm going to talk later. It is a non-replicate viral vector, again vector vaccine. This is also vector vaccine. Adenovirus. Here they use 2. Adenovirus 5 and 26. One for the normal dose, another one for the booster dose. They used it, and they are not announced, but it looked like around 750 rupees per dose. It's going to be. It is also even cheaper. Also, this 2 dose schedule. And the problem with this vaccine is that in Russia already it is gone for the use. All the thing, but in India they are doing phase 3 trials, whereas in abroad they didn't do in phase 3 trials. Here also they're claiming to be 2 to 8 degrees. Previously they thought it is 20, whereas their prime minister has announced 2 to 8 degrees centigrade recently. And Serum Institute vaccine, this is a COVAX. These are very wonderful products going to come to. I feel I give my bet to the COVAX and biological event vaccine. I told you. Biological E vaccine, these 2 things, protein vaccine, that's why. This is a recombinant one, protein nanoparticle technology, excellent, recombinant. There is no question of side effects or whatever may be, thinking of genetic material introduction, all will not be there. I think this is one of the wonderful vaccines. They used it as a matrix as adjuvant at all, and 2 doses, phase 3 trials is finishing shortly. They claims to be efficacy 70%, what WHO told, and storage is also same as CHINEESE, CANDIDA, this is the one thing they are using indigenous DNA vaccine, wonderful vaccine, DNA. But the problem is that what about the genetic material going and all, people are worried about that thing. It is going in phase 2 trials in Ahmedabad and some civil hospitals. And here is important ID, intradermal vaccine, 0.1 ml. and IM, they are doing both trials are going on simultaneously. Wonderful vaccine that's going to be DNA technology. Whereas biological E is tied up with Bayer College of Medicine. This is called BOCO, the vaccine, protein based. This one only I'm telling you. This is protein based as a very simple vaccine, no problem at all. Very good immunogenicity, and there is no side what you feel adverse effects at all. These things they are using the thing, and storage also 28. All these things are 2 doses only. Bharat Biotech is coming with one along with the Washington University vaccine, that is university they tie up, and they are doing chimpanzee adenovirus. Same thing what is happening that Oxford vaccine, but here they are giving a nasal. Single dose is in a pre-clinical trial. All these things are pre-clinical trial. Another biological tie-up with Johnson, I told you, vector vaccine, same thing is going on in trial. Serum Institute plus Podogenics is live attenuated vaccine is going to come up shortly, along with the, there is, I told you one more vaccine going to come, the immunological of Indian Immunological of Hyderabad also they're coming with live attenuated vaccine. The route is IM they are planning to have, and it's in clinical trials. They already told that because the Podogenics already did a trial in USA that is about 70%, maybe 70%. This is one Bangalore. This may not come in 22 up to 20. Indigenous protein-based, wonderful protein-based again. I think it is in clinical. It is called as heat-resistant vaccine. We already they told nothing will happen. That's only they claim to be. And I think same thing. Here is the thing is that Bharat Biotech Thomson, they made it inactivated vector vaccine using a rabies virus. That is one thing. And here they Aurobindo Pharma, they are using Vesiculovax platform they are using, and they are trying all this. The pre-clinical trials are going on. Whereas Bharat Biotech with the St. Louis University adenovirus vaccine, intranasal vaccine, phase 1 trials are going on, 0.1 ml, 1 drop, they put room temperature, you can able to keep it. That's only the claim. All they have come at 2 to 8 degrees. That's very important for India to come out. And Serum Institute, so 5 vaccines they are coming out, is the thing, novel virus-like particle. This is also very good vaccine, I can tell you, and BioTech they are using. And these vaccines are protein-based vaccines, and these very good vaccines. And Novavax also very, very important. Coming to the COVAXIN, Bharat Biotech, indigenous, I already told you, phase 3 trials they started in Chennai SRM Medical College. And this is the whole virus inactivated vaccine it is there. And here is the thing is aluminum, I told you, and beta-propionate investigations. There is one case who developed comorbidity without any comorbidity. Nothing is there in phase 1 trials. Viral pneumonia they developed, but this is investigated, is found not due to the vaccine. And definitely they told that it's not due to vaccine. He is recovered very well. That's why no problems developed. Haryana Health Minister received first dose during 3rd phase vaccines. No. And these are 22 centers is going on the phase 3 trial, and there are more than 18 years they are doing, and they're telling IgG, that antibody response and T cell response, neutralizing antibodies, very good. Both T cell antibody response are coming in the 56 days. It takes about interim analysis. They're coming to that, and definitely you can keep for 7 days, 37 degrees centigrade in the room temperature is the thing. Applied for emergency use. Now also today is a review. This one and PFIZER vaccine and Serum Institute and Bharat Biotech COVAXIN, all 3 applied for emergency approval. I think the COVAXIN, everybody talking about that thing, vaccine is a very, very important vaccine, phase 3 going on and approved for the trial. I already told you, this is the one thing, what is the thing, they're tried with 0.5 ml IM and dose is there. I think these are the, so many samples are there, everything. There is one patient in Chen has got a adverse reaction, about 40-year-old male, acute encephalopathy, recovering, treated, and they say that it is not due to the vaccine at all. And this is applied for Indian authorities for approval and private use, I already told you, and this is going to be distribution from January, most probably, and there are about 40 to 50 million doses per month. This is the only Serum Institute in the world, biggest vaccine manufacturer. They can able to supply to entire Indian population and also African country. They can able to do it. Such a facilities is there. They're planning to buy, India is planning by 300-400 million by July 2000 from Serum Institute. And Sputnik vaccine, we already told you one of the controversial vaccine, our thing, and there are 2 used already. Phase 3 trials not done in US, in Russia, and the President Putin's daughter already taken this vaccine, but they mentioned phase 3 trials in India is going on, and they tried in 18 to 19 years. That's the wonderful things is there going on. This is also vector based, again vector based. That is one thing. And phase 3 trials are going on. These are the phase 1, phase 2, how they did and all these things. They claims to be 91.4%, about 92% efficacy. And they say that cost will be lower than about 750 rupees in India per dose. They claims to be, as per their thinking, they're converted from dollars to that thing. It will comes. Lyophilized vaccine can stay up to 2 to 8 degrees. You can able to mix it and you can able to give. And vaccine can produce more than 500 million people by 2020. They can vaccinate, they are telling. And is also in pipeline in India. They're tied up, these people are tied up with mankind and also with the Reddy's laboratory. Reddy's laboratory is doing the studies and all these things. These are the studies. Very good response for the T cell response, what they claims to be. And the very well-known factor that interferon gamma and all these things known. But we don't have a much data on phase 3 trials in the abroad. This Jade's CANDIDA vaccine is a plasmid DNA vaccine. This is a very good vaccine. Is indigenous vaccine is prepared 18 to 55 years, intradermal, intramuscular dose. They are trying with so many combinations, 0.1 and all this. They are trying with phase 2 and phase 3 and placebo, how much how to give, and all these things are going on. They include more than 12 years of children. The age, other people are above 18. These people are 12 years and above 18. They are trying. And that's why they are recruiting, planning to recruit 30,000 volunteers in India for phase 3 trials. And they are also working with the live attenuated vaccine, recombinant, live attenuated recombinant measles virus vector vaccine. Through measles, they are planning to have reverse genetic method. They are planning to have, it takes long time to develop that vaccine. Biological vaccine, I told you, this is adjuvant vaccine, protein-based, very good vaccine, protein-based, and they are going to come out in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials is not happening in India. Is phase 2 only is going on at present. And this is a Novavax. The company is there. This Novavax tie up with Serum Institute and ICMR, that vaccine called as COVAX vaccine, and it is the phase 3 trials in UK already. This is a recombinant nanoparticle. Why I'm telling again and again, recombinant techniques is good and always better, and they got adjuvant also added. That's why very good response, immunological response. It takes about early 2021 to get the good results, all results. So I told you already, this Bangalore MYNVAX'S vaccine, which is developed by the Indian Institute of Science Technology, going to come out in Bangalore. Reverse engineering technology. This is one they are doing by using spike glycoprotein. I think they are telling that no cold chain is required for this at all while carrying. This is called as MYNVAX'S worm vaccine. What are the other vaccines in India is going to develop? I told you subunit vaccine, MYNVAX'S subunit vaccine is going to come up, preclinical trial. Indian immunologicals, live vaccine is going to come. Prema Biotechnic, triple vaccine antigen, I don't know what is it. They are doing, mixing it all. Newberg, Supratech, they are also triple vaccine. We don't know about these two. And CMC Vellore is coming with liquid capsulated mRNA vaccine. This is very interesting if you come out capsulated mRNA. It is very good if your preclinical trials is going on. Tamil Nadu government also one are planning to through Tamil Nadu MGR University animal studies. There, I heard that. That's why I put it, but nowhere it is there. Coming to Chinese vaccine, which people talk about, a lot of this experimental COVID vaccine. These are all, they tried, their employees, international students, and essential workers abroad, those who are going abroad, they tried, they never follow proper things in their, all the places. Coming to CANSINO biologicals, because they don't have COVID thing at all there in places. That's why they did trials in other countries, mainly more than 18 years thing, 18 years used in military as a pre-approval for that thing and all. And the single dose they used, they claims to be very good vaccine. With three arms they used, and specific IgA antibody responses for this neutralize. They go to be very good, they claims to be, and they say that binding antibody 96%, 97%, where neutralizing antibody 59%, 47%, even first dose itself. And this thing they are tried in Chinese military also. They found out without any. Now only they are planning to have phase 3 trials. Though they might have supposed completely by this time. Coming to the SINOVAC, that is company name is SINOVAC BIOTECH, and the vaccine name is CORONAVAC. Is $60 per 2 doses inactivated. That's why very, very expensive vaccine. They did trials in Brazil. Brazil wants to buy 46 million thing. What happened? They stopped things due to death of a participant in October. Then since then, no work is going on, though it is a very good vaccine and people are talking about this thing. And Brazil, Indonesia and Turkey. Indonesia and Turkey is going on. Brazil only stopped. There is a rumor, still we don't know. Kim Jong-un and supreme power of North Korea is a president or supreme, whatever you want to, military ruler or whatever, dictator, whatever word you use it. He, along with his family members and all the people of his secretaries, all the secret people, his staff and all received the SINOVAC. They used to say that, and that is the one thing what people used to tell. And SINOPHARM is another company. They got 2 vaccines, all inactivated. Wuhan vaccine. I saw this Wuhan vaccine in India with a package by somehow. How it has come to India, I don't know. One of the person has brought to me and he asked me to. I took this vaccine, sir, with that cover he has shown to me. And I don't know it had come to India without the trials also. It is that thing happens. And they are the people who are doing the trials in UAE, Brazil, and Pakistan, and Peru. Every place they are doing. Pakistan is the only place they are going to do that thing. And 1 million people, they are a government emergency scheme. They administered this BBV vaccine has given to that. All people, they say that 100% protection, not a single fellow has developed COVID with this million people received. That's why they say that, but we are not able to understand what is their philosophy and all. Because without any paper, without anything, without any publication, whatever they say, we cannot able to believe it. And what are the other vaccines? These are the vaccines I told you because of lack of time. And now I want to tell you about what are the vaccines which are not COVID vaccine, but definitely some effect of some trials are done that so that it protects the COVID-19. This is one of the things talk of the town is going on. As far as the thing, BCG vaccine, everybody talks. All the healthcare workers nowadays they're talking. This Murdoch Children's Research Institute, I told you previously that in Australia they did a study and they found out that they recruit 10,000 people, training the immune system, innate immunity they are able to buy. What they say that you take this vaccine, you will be protected until safe vaccine come. But they are not telling that you take this vaccine completely and definitely you will be protected. They are not telling. Until then they are using the word that until the COVID vaccine comes, you can take the people who are exposed to healthcare step, they can say that. Asked to complete diary, they have only diary questionnaire method, only they used, and they used cross-reactive T-cell specific SARS. So they found out that thing BCG induces cross-reactive T-cell specific SARS-CoV antibodies. That's why they are called it as it is a researchers now variable called BCG index rather than BCG. That's only there are a lot of things are going on. Still, we are not knowing about this BCG how effective or not. I believe that presence of routine vaccine is fewer causes of death per a billion. That is one thing people are believing it, and other people like USA and all, a lot of people are dying. Maybe that is the reason they are thinking it. MMR vaccine, COVID-19, it protects or not? That is the one thing is going. It gives a non-specific innate immunity. There is evidence that rubella virus 29% sequence homology with COVID-19 surface protein. That is somebody proves MMR may protect COVID-19 in high-risk individuals, elderly with comorbidity, healthcare workers, first responders in COVID-19 patients. That's one thing is simple low-risk intervention reduce COVID-19. One of the people are thinking about that thing. But one thing is that definitely higher levels of antibody titers. Lot of people found those people with 134 to 300 AU per ml, these antibody titers, definitely they did not develop any severe COVID disease or the very, very mild disease. Are those people with severe disease only have got a low MMR titer. That is the one thing, what is the people are thought of that, people are thinking in, and but this study is not randomized. We cannot bio, this study is published in the MBio journal. You see that these are, there is not at all, they are not affected at all, 172.4 MMR titers. And asymptomatic people 101, whereas mild people 61.9, whereas moderate people 31. Those people with lesser than 31 and 0.8 is their symptoms are lesser than developed severe symptoms. It is but there is no randomized control trial. Will long term, these are some of the questions asked. Will COVID-19 vaccine give long-term protection? That's only everybody asks. It's too early to know that vaccine will provide long-term protection. We have to need that. We have to need a lot of research. We have to wait for the time. But this vaccine will provide definitely memory T cells. That's why it may be there also. There are one study what we have recovered from the SARS-CoV-1 vaccine 2000 COVID-1 disease. The people antibody detect up to 2 years after recovery. In some people it may recover up to 6 years, and some people it might T cell immunity might last for 17 years also. They protect that. Then we hope that these antibody titers will be long and people will be definitely benefited. And worry about mRNA vaccine. A lot of people think about DNA and mRNA vaccine, RNA vaccine. These vaccine producers, anything, they go into the genome, this genome, go into the human genome, and DNA changes the genetic picture. No, never happens. Antiviral activities only, they are causing this thing and unnecessarily causing a lot of problems at all. But the problem is that these vaccines are not approved up to now, mRNA technology, but later stages, this is going to replace completely entire technology for most of the vaccine because production will be very fast. That is one thing they are thinking about that thing. And influenza is going to come out, mRNA technology in phase 3 trials, phase 2 trials already going on in that thing. And this DNA and mRNA, these are the things which control the thing. Problems are not going to prove it. And that's why the people are thinking that is all wrong informations. We must take away from you that. Is chimpanzee virus is safe? Adenovirus vaccines. Oxford vaccine contains chimpanzee virus. That's why what people say that there is no cross-reactivity vaccine and human beings it is safe, only people used to say. Whereas human adenovirus, can it be used? Because already you are suffering, they think there is antibodies will be there, they may not be there. But the problem here is that thing, these two adenovirus not caused any URI symptoms at all in any people. Most of the people not exposed to that previously and may not cause any problem. That's why a lot of people are thinking in that. But Hector vaccine itself is a very good or not. A lot of questions are going on. But any vaccine is always good, my opinion. Can we give COVID-19 vaccine to immunosuppressive people like me? Yes, there are. You can give the vaccine, especially mRNA vaccine. You can able to give it. These vaccines non-replicable, non-infectious, and can give an immunosuppressive. But immune response may be low. Maybe require other doses. We don't have studies at all, and we need more and more data. Live vaccine cannot be given. There are something is viral vector vaccines also. People are talking about cannot be used immunosuppressed or immunocompromised people. This is the one thing query I put it because a lot of people, scientists are thinking because there may be slow replication virus in the vector, viral vector. That is one reason why we may not able to advise to this viral vector vaccines. So then comes to the COVAX and the biological event protein vaccines only, better recombinant vaccines, mRNA vaccines, better for this type of people. But this is not proved at all, this thinking only, but this is definitely everyone knows about that. If COVID-19 vaccine mutates, vaccine effective, a lot of people ask that these vaccines mutate because we saw influenza vaccine mutates. So definitely, like influenza vaccine, we have update vaccine formulations, especially mRNA, DNA, all these vector vaccine, they can change it immediately. I can able to put it. But very easily you can able to do. At present, there is chances are very less. You can take it, vaccine, there is no question. In case of immunologically significant mutation, then we can quickly address it. Up to now, there is no immunological significance happened in COVID vaccines. That's why we don't require anything at all to talk about this thing at present. Which vaccine to choose? There are so many vaccines are there. There are about, you are telling 240 vaccine or something. What to choose? That is the one thing they are thinking. Any vaccine is better, my opinion. Whatever available, you take it. That is one always better. Prevention is better than cure. That's one of the things people should talk. Don't suffer it. There is, you know that thing. Recently, we had one very good internet speaker has given a talk on that post-COVID complications. When you listen to the talk, we will be really afraid of that thing. For that, I think these vaccines are much better. We can able to take it. Any vaccine is better. Though asymptomatic people also will suffer so many diseases. That's one, so many complications, sorry. And in a recombinant vaccine, highly immunogenic, everyone knows that better. And then followed by mRNA and vector vaccines. This one, and fairly immunogenic, and then inactivated vaccines are all compared to less immunogenic, but definitely there. In terms of tolerability, definitely inactive vaccines are better. Recombinant protein vaccines are better. Perform very well. You know all over it. Tolerability is better, and for the transport better also is better. Followed by mRNA vaccines and vector vaccines. The tolerability wise, these are vaccines better. Here, immunogenic wise, these vaccines are better. That's why both has got advantages, both has got disadvantages. I think in the balance you can able to take. Inactivated vaccine, when you compare to inactive vaccine and protein-based vaccine is much, much better. Definitely compared to that thing because of immunogenicity wise is slightly better. And these inactive vaccines, the biosafety, availability, and all these things are much important. When you added the adjuvant to the inactive vaccines, definitely the results of immune response, booster doses will be very effective. Immune response is very good. Live attenuated vaccine has good response, but the problem is we cannot able to give to the immunosuppressed individuals. Do we need a vaccine? Pandemics will go over. This is one of the questions a lot of people ask. That nowadays talking about why I have to wait for it. Nowadays only mild cases only going on, but we are still seeing the people who are dying and suffering. I already told you COVID-19 vaccine, post-COVID-19 vaccine has got a lot of complications. That's why I think anytime COVID-19 can break up, second wave, third wave, people are talking about all these things. We don't know. Already USA and Europe already there, and Delhi, there are people are talking. We are not aware. Better to take the vaccine already. Restriction of the people and item movement, people movement, item movement between the countries is happening because of COVID-19. How long we will wait? And countries, between the states, between the districts, all these things happening because that's why vaccine is always better. And if you take the vaccine, faster herd immunity, eliminate the disease. Is better. How we did for smallpox, how we did for polio, all these things you can able to. Even if you get it small level only, their outbreaks will come. That's only whatever happens. That is one thing what I'm telling you. Vaccine is always better. That is the thing what you need. Serial, I think this already I told you that AstraZeneca has only UK to serial vaccine. But whatever may be, this thing, all the things proved that it is not due to the vaccine alone. A lot of people has got worried. That's why all are improved except one Brazil trial where Chinese vaccine has people died. Don't believe unscientific rumors. My question is that don't believe at all. If unscientific rumors you believe, then we'll go ahead. I think. How do you do vaccine distribution? Now we are worried about. We know manufacturing. We know how you give it. How I get it. This thing. And when I say that, you will definitely compliment the government of India, definitely. USA plan, rational. Phase one is that 5% healthcare workers, frontline health workers, ambulance drivers, cleaners and all. And phase 1B, 10% of people, they are giving high risk people, and more than 65% older people only they are going. Phase 2 trials, 30 to 50% is the teachers, childcare workers who have got high risk situation, and people under 65 with the people are staying in the prisons and other thing, moderate risk people and all. Phase 3 is the thing, hotel, banks and higher education people and all, those children and all, they are going to get it. And phase 4, everybody 5 to 15%. Their plan is that. Coming to the UK, what are the only 3 stages they divided? They divide it into, first they give healthcare workers. You see everywhere healthcare workers, first thing. And social workers, that's one thing. And stage 2, 20% population, 65 years and high risk population, over 65. And stage 3 is other population. They are giving. Vaccine distribution challenges in India. What will happen? We got 120 crores, so we will give. And we need 260 crore doses. We want vials to be prepared, vials 26 to 27 crore. And syringes, 260 crores are needed. And we got minus 20 degrees are there. Only Delhi, Hyderabad airports are ready. Cold chain resources centers are there in Pune. And training of healthcare and Delhi also there. Training health center workers can occur in these vital areas. So we need that. We got so much population, but still how to do it is the thing. Chandra asked vaccine drive in India, how to do it. And asked state government to list the priority of the people. Already you have given your names and all, definitely to that thing. And state government supervise all these things. Their beneficiary will be added as added to the electronic vaccine intelligence network, that is called EVN. EVIN to be called as electronic vaccine intelligence network. They will add your name in that, and it will provides a real-time information on vaccine stocks, flows, cold storages, temperature tracking, everything we are available, well planned, I am telling you. But at present does not track the beneficiaries, not able to track. That's the only thing is, otherwise stocks, everything will be there. Only state government has to look after the priority list. Vaccine they want to do in phases. Schools they are going to use as booths. ANMs going to be used, and a lot of people going to train how to give injections. And they SMS to the beneficiaries. Day, time, venue of the vaccine. Then you go there and take the vaccine. Very simple. They're going to send to all people SMSs. They're going to tell. After receiving the vaccine, no adverse effect will be received in the particular time. You will get a QR-based digital certificate. You get it. And that will be stored as a DigiLock. Will be stored. Definitely. Whether you're taken or not, again coming back, all will be noted by the government. This is a very important thing. You know that 52, I think, center estimates 500 crores for 1.3 billion population, 500 crores money is there for National Expert Group Vaccination Administration, COVID-19 formed. They're definitely COVID-19 formed, already formed. They're looking after all these things, and they formed a blueprint of this thing. They want to cover 70% to develop herd immunity. Phase 1, doctors, 50 to 70 lakhs. Phase 2, frontline workers, police, municipal workers, armed forces. Phase 2, 2 crore people. Phase 3, 26 crores citizens more than 50 years of age. And phase 4, citizens less than 50 years of age with comorbidity. This is the very thing. How do they identify comorbidities? We don't know, everybody. But the problems here is that when healthcare workers go there, they have to have a card, everything they have to go. You have to go with that card. Your name has to be identified. You have to, somebody else will come, quarrel. We know how is the India is going on. We know that all these things has to be managed. So infrastructure, what are the infrastructure we got? We got around 29,000 storage points. We got around deep freeze, 83,000 deep freezers. We got around 733 district stores are there. We got around 258 cold rooms are there. For vaccination for the student, for the citizens is there. And these are all very good experience when you covered for the pregnant woman, and UPI 2.6 crores will be there. 3 crores we covered. Now we want to go 30 crores only. That is one thing what at a time we want to do it. That is a big challenge. For 10 times you have to increase the big challenge. Syringes will be provided by these people. Hindustan syringes, Borosil, all double the capacity, already started manufacturing, while manufacturing started by the Gramishir India, and storage and lorries, snowman, whatever going to start, people are going to use this semen transport for the bulls, for the artificial immunization for the cows, that for that thing that's called that logic is going to use also, and refrigerated cold kasur and gatti kasur, all these things, trucks going to use it. All the things are well planned in advance. And what about the logistics? National Cold Resource Center is there, New Delhi and Pune. I already told you, temperature monitoring going to be done by this. Temperature factor we're going to talk about. And they got existing infrastructure 2.2 to 8. Between 15 to 25, you have to scale up the infrastructure. We have to between 60 to 80 degrees. This is one thing what is important. We have to build the infrastructure. That's why they are refusing to accept the PFIZER, but still they put up thing. I don't know. PFIZER asked Indian company, India is there that whatever the adverse event, only government has to pay money. Government accept. That's why the government has got some problems there, whereas the UK government accepted. But normally, whenever any thing happened, adverse event, the company has to pay. I don't know why this PFIZER is asking, no idea at all. And 4 serum vaccine needed stored at 2 to 8 degrees. 1 serum vaccine will be stored at minus 20 degrees. That's why I want there. And we got 10 billion doses of stringent conventional scenario is there. All these things, stringent and conventional scenario is needed. Up to 22 lakh pellets. We got 15 million deliveries, pooling boxes, and flights you needed. All these things repeated, not once, 2 times you have to do, and to the child. There's a lot of big task for the logistics. Government of India is there. How they are going to do? This is the way they're going to do, and this is the way you have to stand in the queue and take the injection and all these things like PSC. Apollo Hospital is given a thing. Definitely, they are also participating because 1 million people they are going to tackle these things. All these things are going to think what I told you already, they're going to help it this way. I think government has planned very well and going to help us. I think we need not to worry about this, how they give and all. And cost, what is the cost? That's 500 crores, I told you, 50,000 crores already allotted. 2 injections per person is $2 per injection is there. And for the infrastructure, the injection is less cost, but infrastructure cost is very high. So both mixed together is $5 to $6 per person. Government allows the companies to procure vaccines. Now government has given to their employees, you can buy vaccine from the manufacturers. Manufacturer quota will be there. From the manufacturer, you can be able to buy any of the association or anything, whatever I told the rate in the private sector, you can be able to buy and give it, so that burden to the government also reduced. Plan to contain the vaccine by February 2021 as a plan for the government, but how they will do, we don't know. And vaccine hesitancy, this is the biggest problem in the world. Why you have to take? This is the general public. They told that we don't want to take a vaccine. 70% safety and efficacy wise, and 10% only. They say that disease is mild. Whereas they did for the doctors in the Italy, they told that same thing. Almost same like that. When you compare between the general medicine people with general surgery, they did a study. They say that definitely general medicine wants to take vaccine, whereas general surgery is not interested to take vaccine, not much interest to take vaccine. They say that they're definitely statistically significant. And COVID-19 people who are working, they want to take vaccine fully, whereas non-COVID-19 department people, they don't want to take, not much interest to take. That is one of the things, this is the main problem, is that we have to take out the fear of the people about the safety of the vaccine, that we have to do a lot of education to the public. That is very important. Most important, again, 1 hour going to be over shortly, I'm going to complete. For everything, the present problem solution is that in your hands. That is called PMS. That is physical distancing, mask, face mask, and sanitization. along with the vaccine, you can able to wipe off this COVID-19 thing, and also you keep away from that thing and you can lead a normal life. But one thing I will tell you, even it goes, COVID has taught us very good thing about our sanitization and other things. Conclusions, the pandemic is creating havoc, affecting the human health and also affecting the economy and movement between the two countries and two states and districts or anything. Even relatives are not seen, they each other, marriages and all the functions, so many things I don't want to tell you. And herd immunity has to achieve very fast by vaccine. At present, we have very good vaccines in trial. Any vaccine you take, all vaccines are good. All vaccine has got immunogenic more than 50% and can be taken. Don't believe the rumors and unscientific news. That is a very, very thing spoils you a lot. India has the largest manufacturing capacity. Indian government has got a blueprint and distribute the vaccine. Still vaccine comes, even vaccine comes, you must follow the thing, prevent the infections. Thank you very much for this opportunity given to me. And this is my book, and you must follow still. Namaste all the time. Don't mix with the hands. And almost is going to be, we are going back to our own old tradition. I think that is one of the good signs for this COVID thing. Thank you very much for this opportunity given to me. Over to Ashok Roy and Surendranath.
Thank you very much, sir, and for this excellent talk. And I think every information you have given, whether it is what type of vaccines are available, what is the efficacy of each and every vaccine, which are available, what are the vaccines in pipeline, and how you storage what should be the storage temperature of vaccine, how you distribute the vaccine, and what is the plan of logistic plan for India. Everything has been discussed. Nothing much to tell about this vaccine, and I think we'll get this vaccine in month of January. And sir has very nicely explained that which vaccine will be better, and if vaccine is available, you should take vaccine, because every vaccine is immunogenic, every vaccine is effective. Thank you very much, sir, for excellent.
There are some questions, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Surendra.
I'll just read out, sir. Some questions are there in the chat box. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It was an excellent talk, sir. In fact, Ashok Rai, sir, has summarized it very well. One of the best talks of COVID vaccine I have heard during this COVID season. And you have almost covered everything about the vaccines and side effects, who has to be given the priority as far as first phase of the vaccines are concerned, distribution, preparation of the vaccine distribution by India and other countries. And at the same time, you have also covered the vaccine hesitancy, sir. So wonderful talk. In fact, really we have enjoyed since last 1 hour with an excellent information given by you, sir. And one thing which I wanted to add, sir, the death which has occurred in the Brazil, I think, after the vaccination. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Surendra, sir.
I think Surendranath lost connection.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll go with the questions. In the meantime, join.
Yeah.
Sir, first question is, please let us know about the number and types of corona strains in India.
There are 2 types of strains. Everyone knows that thing. And which strain used for the vaccine, I don't know. Because
second question is, can a post-vaccinated person develop a post-COVID type of reaction?
Yes, sir. Now I can.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Please go ahead. Second question is going on. Second question.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. No problem.
Can a post-vaccinated person develop a post-COVID type of reaction?
Post-COVID type of reaction can it may be very, very mild, with maybe fatigue, headache, and all what you find in the trials only. Otherwise, we won't have any patient not reported except few things is developed. I told you already who are the people who developed 4 or 5 people. I think when there is a vaccine, trials are going like when any vaccine trial, somebody will be affected or something. But we cannot able to investigate the cause and find out the cause. They found out the cause, it is not due to COVID. COVID type of symptoms may occur. We need not to, but it's not very severe enough to cause the problem for that.
Dr. Surendra, third question, please.
Yeah. Then does the vaccine cover all the strains in India?
I think as per our knowledge, they say that any strain can be used automatically covers other one.
I think all the questions are over, I think now.
There is children, I think they are asking somebody. Children means there is small disease. There is no trials is going on as present in the children. Definitely somebody asked if children is not there, what we have to do. All the trials are happening above 16 to 18 years only. Why? Definitely trials are going on, but as such children disease very small. That's why government or any vaccine people are not trying over the children. And there may be trials will be there. The priority of vaccination is in the children is very well as per the government. And they are asking that whether anybody can take that already you are suffered from, you can take the vaccine. I will show one slide. If I go back again, 1 minute. That slide is very important because I thought it may not be very useful for others. Nobody will ask, I was thinking. And can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can vaccine be ready given already infected COVID-19? This is the one what happened. Viral vector vaccine may also less effective in people with pre-existing antibody viral vector, preventing it from infecting cells, generating. That's why I think you have to take this thing. And I think what happened, I will tell you, I'll close it. Even if you have had, only thing is that some people may have viral vector vaccine, people maybe have neutralizing bodies, just like what has happened to the dengue virus. Otherwise, if you take, it will boost your immunity only. That's why government of India or all over the world, they are not able to check for the COVID-19 status, whether you had any, what is your titers and all, they are not taken, they are giving it not cause any problem at all as per that thing present.
Sir, one more question is there. Is it advisable to take more than one vaccine? For example, one RNA vaccine and one protein vaccine.
That is up to now not explored. That is the thing.
Yeah.
But definitely, we don't recommend at this stage. You have to take. But the situation arises if that manufacture is stopped or any other problem happen. What happens? We have to wait and see. That is a good question. I can tell you.
Yeah. So that's all. I think.
Can I add one thing, because the net has gone.
Yeah,
Today I came to know that whatever death has happened, no, it has happened in the placebo wing. The person who has not received the vaccine died because of the COVID, I think. That is, the death is not because of the vaccine. That has been
there saying that if before taking the vaccine you might have developed COVID, maybe. That's all I
that
meant.
is in the placebo wing, sir, not with the vaccine wing.
Vaccine, maybe. I think.
Yeah.
What is the message for all of you is that a lot of people are leaving, but still I will tell you that message is that clear, you take whatever vaccine available, whichever vaccine available. Better to protect yourself and get the herd immunity. That's the only thing I can tell you. I think we must thank micro people, Praveen Singh and all the people who have helped us for giving this opportunity to us. And I must thank Surendranath and Ashok Roy also for chairing this session and helped us to spread knowledge about the vaccines also. I think we are the immunologists, and both of you might have already immunologists, I can tell you. We must spread our knowledge about immunology. I think we must.
Yeah. Definitely, sir.
That's only immunology we can talk about better. Thank you
Thank
very
you, sir.
Thank you very much.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. It is a wonderful session, sir.
much. Praveen Singh, you want to talk?
Praveen Singh will give thanks. So, yeah.
Praveen Singh is there. Praveen Singh, he is not there. This fellow, where is the other fellow was there? I think we can.
Sorry, sir, I had muted. Yes, sir.
You can stop the recording first.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. I'm stopping.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. I have stopped recording.
Yeah, please tell me.
Can we
You can go, Subhadranathan, no problem. After
can we
this.
leave?
Yes, sir.
I think one fellow asked a very good question. If you are in USA, you are taking USA vaccine. Same type of vaccine in India, you can able to take. I think you can take same type of vaccine. There is no harm in that. Tell.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Surendranath, thank you. Praveen Singh.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can tell thank you.
Ashok, sir, thank you very much. And Nagaraju, sir, as usual, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. And we are always there with you. Anytime, we are always there with you, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful session. I'll make a recording of this and send it to you, sir. Make a recording of this.
We will send to them because it's very good vaccine.
Yes,
You can able to know. But a lot of people has got questions about mRNA, whether to take, whether to develop, whether people will develop malignancies and all that type of fear is there in the minds of the people. I think.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
And
And another thing, nobody has got a knowledge about this thing. Everybody has
absolutely no knowledge, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Because nobody is trying. Everybody has got their own. Only the compilation. This is not your knowledge. It's compilation. You can call it as compilation only. That's the.
In fact, I was not aware that there are so many variants of the vaccine. I had thought about only the mRNA type and the protein-based, those couple of things was what I was aware. But there are so many types of. It's a chaos. It looks like it's a chaos out there now. So let's hope we'll get a good vaccine in India.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
I think Ashok Rai, please leave.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.